Hello, welcome to Stratify India. I am here with another very great interesting story of Indian temple. And this episode will give you so much interesting information about this particular temple from South India. And yes, another interesting episode in Knowell series. And this is S. Patel and I am welcoming you to our episode. There are lots of temples in South India as we know. But they are not normal at all. I mean, they contain very big mysteries, and if there is no mysteries, then maybe they have very great histories. Who knows? These mysteries are just unsolved and not even discussed very much. Some mysteries are not even known yet. Some of the mysteries are just ignored by the people. One of these interesting temples are Natraj temple, which we are going to discuss today. We will talk about all the mysteries and all the secret and all the information, which just gives amazing vibe to us. We will talk about all these things. There are total 4 temples in South India and 1 temple in Andhra Pradesh of this Panch Mahabhut temple series. Panch Mahabhut means air, ground, space, water and fire in Hindu religion. Because it's called Panch Mahabhut because our body is made by these major roots and I would say the elements. So these 5 temples are based on these major 5 Panch Mahabhut elements. So the 4 temples are in South India as I told you and 1 in Andhra Pradesh. Natraj is one of these temples. It's a temple of space actually, which is already interesting because we know cosmology, space, black holes, stars, lights and all are very interesting topics, even in science, even in mythologies. After like 8 years of research and development, Western scientists have proved that the Lord Nataraja's big toe is the center of the world magnetic equator. Let me explain you this sentence again. The idol of Lord Nataraja in this temple, and of course idol has toe, and this big toe, actually left big toe, is the center point of world magnetic equator. And you can actually check this fact on Google Maps also. You can clearly see this. It's very interesting and weird that how can all the architecture of that time knows the world magnetic equator. I mean, it can't be just coincidence. It's planned and completely known by the people. I will share some more information about this temple, which just reveals its architectural plans of that particular time. After knowing this information, you will get to know, you will aware about how deep Indian architecture was at the time, why India got very high business model, how India got very interesting architecture at that time. We will discuss all the information which this temple have in it. This temple is known as Chidambaram temple and it's actually local language name. People call it often Chidambaram Rahasyam too, and it's based on human body having 9 entrances, denoting the 9 entrances of opening of the body. This temple have 9 entrances, which represents human body having 9 openings. it has so much mathematical information. So keep your mind here and give your all attention to informations, because I am going to give you some very big numbers to remember. The roof of this temple is made by 21,600 gold seeds, which denotes the 21,600 breaths taken by a human every day. Its average breath number, which is taken by an average healthy human. These gold seeds are fixed with 72,000 gold nails on Gopuram. Okay, Gopuram word is not known by many people. It's actually gate of the temple, and in local language it's called Gopuram. So this 72,000 gold nails represents nerves. Nerves is also known as nadis in ancient Hindu Shastras. This nadi actually transfers the energy to certain body parts which are invisible. In ancient times, as we know, the Nadi Shastra was there. People used to give medicines based on the Nadi Vidyas. It was actually a knowledge of medical science. Okay, that was about the gold nails. Let's talk about other parts of the temple. There is actually one part which is called as Punambalam, is actually placed slightly tilted towards the left because it represents our heart. To read this, we need to climb 5 steps called Panchastra, which is known as 5 Panchastra mantras: Si, Va, Ya, Na, and Ma. There are total 4 pillars holding the Kangsabha, representing the 4 Vedas, which is of course very amazing in Hindu religion, even in Jainism and Buddhism too. The place Punambalam has 28 pillars denoting the 28 ahams mentioned in Vedas, as well as the 28 methods to worship Lord Shiva. This 28 pillars supports 64 roof beams, which denotes 64 arts in our culture. The cross beams represents the blood vessel running across the human body, which is again very interesting thing. 9 colors on the golden roof actually represents the 9 types of Shakti or energies. And the 6th pillar at Earth Mandapa represents the 6 type of Shastras. The 18 pillars in the Adjakan Mandapa represent 18 Purans. And these all informations are actually calculated and given by Western scientists. So yes, they also got very surprised about this particular temple, and they are more interested than us, which is of course because the temple itself gives very unique vibe. The dance of the Lord Natraja in idol shape is described as cosmic dance by Western scientists. Actually, the name of this temple, which is known by locals Chidambaram Rahasyam, really means something different, which we can see here. This temple is not normal. It's very unique. It has very unique information, very unique architecture, very nicely mentioned some human body knowledges throughout the architecture. I mean, in today's advanced time, no one can think about giving knowledge through architecture. I mean, it's amazing. Okay, let's talk about some secrets of this temple. Actually, there is one secret place in this temple, which contains no idol, no sculpture, no scriptures, no special carvings, no any kind of paintings, and nothing related to God, and nothing related to any kind of skills and any kind of art. It's a complete plain space, nothing there. People say it's a sign of space, and everywhere you see, there is a god in space. And it little bit feels true too, because this is the temple of space, as we know. And there are some peoples who also claims that actually this space has some secret information or some kind of secret mysterious things, energies at this particular place. Nearby this temple, there is another temple which is known as Thilai Kali Amman temple, which is also connected to Natraj temple. And it's actually very opposite to this particular temple, Natraj temple. And how it is very opposite, you will get to know in next 5 minutes. According to Hindu Shastra, once upon a time, a debate took place between Shiva and Shakti, and both danced. In this dance, when Shiva danced by lifting one leg, Shakti could not lift her legs because of the modesty. Hence, Shakti had to submit to Shiva, and Shiva at once declared that Shakti should not reside within the boundaries of Thilai and made her reside outside. The Devi shrine located in Thilai is the Thilai Kali temple in the north. This temple is also known as Thilai Amman temple. In this place, people will get blessing of victory. For this, you have to first visit to Thilai Kali Amman temple and do some rituals, and then you can visit this Natraj temple. People normally give long 2.5 meter sari to this Kali Amman temple and do things known as kukumachna. Also, we can do abhisekar of mustard oil, and as you know, it's mentioned in our shastras that abhishek of mustard oil actually removes the negative energy from our body. So this was the very interesting temple, and actually geometry of this temple is completely opposite to Natraj temple. The both doors, or also known as Kopuram, are completely opposite to each other, Natraj temple and this Kali Amman temple. Both of the idols are facing completely opposite. Each temple has no idol of each other. I mean, Natraj temple has no idol of Shakti, where Kali Amman temple has no idol of Shiva. Okay, this was Thilai Kali Amman temple. Let's talk about Shiv Ganga tank, which is just located opposite to Shivgami Amman temple. And why it's special? Because it has some kind of untraceable water source, which is just crazy. I mean, no one knows how this water is forming here, how this water is coming here. And according to people in some books, that the water is said to be coming from invisible stream of Ganga directly from space or sky. It's actually mythological story, but if we think about it in scientific way, then it's actually untraceable. It's very rare cases that underground source of water is not traceable, and this is the one of the places. Okay, there is another temple which is known as Shivgami Amman temple, and this is the oldest known Devi temple in South India. And what is special about this particular temple is the appearance of idol or Devi. During the day, Devi mesmerizes with her smile and sometimes her frown, and during the night it just changes its appearance. It's not like day at all. Some writers and some people who research about these particular topics have witnessed the change and actually experience all these things. This temple is said to be the place where actually Devi appeared to Subrahma Maharshi, which is also known as Sukdev. So actually, Devi appeared in divine form to Sukdev and gave him the Sri Yantra, which is very popular and known by almost all people in India. And yes, this is the actually birth point of this Sri Yantra. This is the first time when Sri Yantra is formed in this earth place. Sukdev is believed to be son of Vyas, and Vyas is the great guru of Adi Sankaracharya. You will find the idol of this Lord Sankaracharya in this particular place, and also Sri Yantra is also there. If you get chance to visit one of these places, then you must go there, because these are the places which just amazes us and gives us the vibe of gods even in this Kali Yuga. These are the places which we have to visit in our life, because these places means something to us. These places have some great meaning inside them. They have some positive vibes and some very blessing feels, which we should experience once in our life. That is it for today, and this was the third episode of Knowell series. I hope you liked it. That is it from my side. This is A.S. Patel from Stratify India, signing off. Thank you.